What is going on? What is going on, everybody? Thanks for tuning in for another week of my live show here. I know I'm running late. It's been a hectic day today between working on my gun range and getting some other video footage and some other stuff, guys. There's some video footage that I want to add to the upcoming video that I'm going to upload here soon. And it's part 2 of my axle hearing enhancement with the GS Extremes. It's part 2. It's the outdoor review. So I wanted to get another view, another camera angle in on it to put with it so far. So, I mean, I had it produced and I looked at it and I reviewed it. I looked it over and I'm like, I think I can add something else, give another angle, because I like to do that with my stuff, with my videos when I can, especially on some of my outdoor stuff. I want to get into a little bit more just different picture-in-picture angles and stuff when I'm doing it. So, but this is kind of an offshoot later, like an offshoot later from the original. So something I'm going to add to it. So that's coming out here. If I get a chance to put it in tonight, I'll probably up next day or two or so, something like that. But Thank you for tuning in. I appreciate it so much. Today's subject, man, this is something that it just drives me nuts. It's driven me nuts for the longest time. And tonight, I don't know if I'm gonna really inject anything political tonight. Try not to, at least, but this is something this is on the gun side of things. As you know, my channel is a small gun channel, so about with the Second Amendment and gun control stuff, man. Because like I said, when it gets to that point, yeah, we'll get a little political. I get it, but as I said, this one here drives me nuts, and it's the difference between people that confuse it. Media does it, politicians do it, man. Other people is just who don't understand this thing, the difference between, because they're not in the firearms in this genre, in this world, so they take it as whatever the media tells them. What I'm getting at is that it drives me nuts, man, when I hear people confuse the difference between discharge and negligent discharge. Okay, I teach this in my class. I have for years. I've known this for years, even long before I was even an instructor, years ago. There is a difference between the two. Okay, accidental discharges do not exist. All right, they don't. The only if you want to even if you even try to put it even in that category of an accidental discharge, you're looking at something depending on if it would be an accidental discharge of something that's mechanical into a firearm, such as I've seen them done with old flint lock, flint fired muzzle loaders. Okay, I've seen that, but these are old weapons, old centuries old technology. So since I have yet to see it myself, I've never seen it from a rim fire or center fire cartridge. I've never seen that before. Okay, I've never seen anything accidental to where that cartridge just discharged on its own without the primer being struck at all. Never seen it. Okay, with my own eyes, and I've been shooting since I was 5 or 6 years old. Okay, I've been shooting a long time, so almost 50 years. Yeah, I know I'm starting to date myself here a little bit. So, guys, let me know. I'll tell you what, because I'm looking at my feed here. Hold on a second. Let me. I'm trying to see if I can get my boy Nate's not going to be on tonight. He's doing stuff with the fam. So I'm gonna see. I do have something to talk about though. Actually, guys, I'm adding something else to tactical POV to a degree. It's something I do, my hobby, personal type thing outside of it. But let me hit my boy up here. See if I can get him on here. It's not Nate tonight. It's somebody else. It's actually his brother. So if he has a chance to get on tonight, you guys get a chance to see him. We got a good announcement for something, and I know he can explain a little bit better than I can about what he's got going on. It's pretty big deals. It's actually growing pretty fast, really fast actually on Facebook. So, but let me see. I'm not sure if I can get him in because he might be tied up as well. But I know what I do need to do. I need to turn these lights down, man. Jesus, I need to back these down just a touch. There we go. That look better. Putting the haze on my face there. A little bit's kind of darkening out though. My mood lights back there just a little too bright. It's messing with my auto white here on my main camera. It's messing with it. Should be about right. If it looks good, guys, let me know. If not, I'll just more stuff to play with to adjust, get it right. But anyway, as I was saying, what I'm gonna do tonight though, really is this is some stuff actually I went to look up to put in my class, in my concealed carry class. My advanced course, guys, you guys can come from my advanced course. That's 100% me, tactical POV, my business, my course, my drills that I put together for my course. And it's all centered around continuing your training beyond concealed carry. I say this locally here all the time on my Facebook page when I do it local. And I can't stress it enough. I say it over and over and over, and I sound like a broken record, though. But it has to be said to get people to understand. I'm trying to get people mindset wrapped around this thing to understand how important it is, how important it is to get more training beyond your concealed carry class, man. Because I'm telling you, there's not enough training that can be done in a concealed carry course. Even if it's a 2-day course, it's really hard to get that extra training in because you've got so much to get in on concealed carry. Then the other drills that go along with it just in that category, just in that section right there. And like I said, it doesn't involve AR, it doesn't involve shotgun. I'm talking, this is just straight handgun. There are so many drills. There's so much stuff that my course, my drills, I stress them more around a lot of footwork, movement, really, because that is honestly the hardest thing to master and also be accurate at the same time. And it's the hardest thing to do when you're moving and you're shooting on movement and being accurate while you're moving. That is extremely, extremely hard with a handgun. It just is. So that's one of the reasons why I focus a lot on my course, advanced course, because basically I think I have like 3 static drills, and the rest of the drills for the rest of the day, they all incorporate movement. So, and that's another 8 drills. So it's all the stuff to go with a 9-hour day on an advanced course. A lot of moving, a lot of movement, but it's important because people don't understand a lot of stuff, like some of the stuff I'm going to show you here. But what I'm going to talk about, if I don't show it, what I'm going to talk about is what I'm going to show the difference between here. One of them I'm sure you've seen. It's been around for years. And it just so happens I just happen to dig it up finally and just save it. Find a good video, the length of the video, and save it and put it up so I can use it in my course, in my concealed carry course, because I talk about it. There's one that I talk about, and my students have been in the past year, a couple of years or so, man. I've been doing it since I really changed my course around, made it 100% better than the standard plain Jane cookie cutter BS, that's involved with. I'll have to talk about that maybe one other night, man. It's just the guidelines or what states require as far as getting your concealed carry, and here in Ohio, Michigan, and all the way around, it's kind of universally the same. It's put it this way, you can tell a politician approved it, went with it and approved it. So as I said, most of them really don't know jack crap about firearms, but that's neither here nor there for right now. But let me see if I can pull this. I am going to pull this up. Let me see how much it draws on my computer, man. Still battling it, guys. We'll have to wait like everybody else, I guess, to get those parts, and start the process of my PC. But let me drag this up. If you guys got any comments, man, your comments help me out on my show a lot, man. It really does. If you got questions or anything, man, I feed off of that. Outside of me just jaw jacking here about some other stuff that I'm interested in, I really do feed off your comments. So if you got any comments, go ahead and let me know. Bring it up. Anything at all. Let me dig this up here. Come on. Yeah, there we go. Now, I got one in here also saved too. This is some years ago. I saved this video. It's about the instructor that was accidentally shot. He was accidentally killed by that girl. She was 9 years old. First time shooting an Uzi ever. I talk about the mistakes out of that because the mistake was not made by the little girl at all. It was not. She was totally not at fault for that. All the fault lies on the instructor, 100%. And what he did was extremely, extremely irresponsible, extremely unsafe, extremely negligent in his life. And this is the thing. you know, even if he was a military instructor, now he should have known better. Okay, I have no idea what was running through his head, the way he handled that whole procedure, that whole deal, how he handled that young girl with an Uzi, and how he handled it is just, oh my God, man! I just count mistakes, 1, 2, 3, 4. I mean, just count them off. Just count them off. He made so many mistakes and wound up losing his life because of it, because of negligence. But let me see if I can get this one here. Hold on 1 second here. Let this thing load up, because I know it's going to make a draw. It's going to pull a draw on my computer, but I'm going to do the best I can with it, guys. So let me bring it up. Where we at here? Right. Gotta get the view right. Which one am I going to use? Gotta make sure I get the right view. There we go. Yep. I kind of changed some things around too a little bit, but I've got to get this thing going here, man.
Years old, younger than you guys, younger than some of the kids in this room that are overseas and they're in bondage.
Okay, first of all, this is uploaded back in August 4th, 2015. I think this video is, honestly, I think it's older than that, to tell you the truth. Okay, so because of the video quality, as I said, I'm sure we've seen this. You guys have seen this video before. I'm sure you have. But let me back this thing up, man, because I'm talking about it, but I got to set this thing up. So let me bring it up here so you guys see. So you can get a good look at this thing here, and because I know I started ahead of time, but
years old, younger than you guys, younger than some of the kids in this room that are overseas and they're in bondage. They're in bondage. You know why I got these right here? Because if King Kong sells drugs, we'll put him in jail.
This is what it looks like.
And if King Kong's associated with anybody with drugs, we'll put him in jail. We got plenty of these right here. See, our ancestors came over here and they built this country. And this is how they came and changed. So I never ever want to see any young kids like this in chains. You know why? Because if you do drugs and you associate with drugs, that's what's going to happen to you. Yesterday, at 5 o'clock in the morning, I took a kid's father away. He was 13 years old. He lives right here in Orlando. Some of you guys might know him. But I took his father away. His father's going to go away for 10 years. He's 13. When his daddy gets out of jail, he's going to be 23 years old. He's going to be a grown man. So let me explain something to you guys. If somebody ever comes around you talking to you about drugs, run away from them. You understand what I'm saying? Run away from them. And see, I got these guns that I want to talk to you guys about. I have a whole lot more to tell you, but I don't have a whole lot of time. I got these guns. I have a gun on my side right here. Just this week, at the beginning of the week, a young boy, not even 16 years old, was killed because he was playing with a gun. And see, this is an unloaded gun. Right here, this is coming.
All right, let me pause this right here. First of all, okay? First of all, you're supposed to be a professional. You should know, and I'm telling you straight up, you should know whether that gun is loaded, whether it's unloaded. First of all, why are you bringing live ammunition inside a classroom in a setting like this, okay? That's one question. Now, bringing live ammo in, if it's that your firearm is live because of your profession at all times, okay. We can debate that. But my thing, as I said, you should know this. You should know. I'm going to break down all the things so negligent, everything they did.
No, empty weapon. This is a Glock 40.
Okay. Now, you see the slide is open. Matter of fact, I'm glad to. This is some of the other things I changed here. Check this out, man. Finally figured out how to to get my to get some illustration here, so I can mark out some illustration. Should say. I forgot to fire this thing up. So let me point this out here. Okay. This. See that, right? Slide is open. There's another one here. Hold on a second. Let me bring this up to Doc. These two, I just got them, man. I apologize for this, but I just loaded these two pieces of software in my system here about a week ago, a little over a week ago. First chance I've had actually to use it. So let me see. See that, right? Slides open. Now, because of poor video quality on this, it's going to be hard to see, but there's also a magazine in this gun. It's hard to see. So, but let me go back to it. Let's get back to it.
50 Cent, Too Short, all of them talk about Glock 40. Okay, I'm the only one in this room professional enough that I know of to carry this Glock 40.
Stop right there, right there. Negligence. What was negligent about that? He sat there and he chambered that gun. He chambered it, okay? Holding it up, trying to demonstrate it with the slide open, saying this is a Glock 40, okay? What was his mistake? What was his negligence? Before he gets to the other negligence of what he's about to do. We've also, like I said, if you've seen this video before, you know exactly what's going to happen. We've seen it years ago, okay? What was the first thing that was negligent about what he did? I'm going to tell you what he did, okay? First of all, when you demonstrate a firearm, make sure that you check that firearm yourself. Look at that magazine, look down that chamber, make sure that gun is empty. I don't care who you're trying to demonstrate that to. Whatever seminar, whatever you're doing, I don't care. But if you got a firearm, what's the rule? What's the number one rule? Assume all guns are loaded. Assume that they are all loaded. That way you go into the mindset of safety right off from the get-go. Okay. It's cocky attitude. All right. Negligence, completely negligence. So chambers a gun. Never checked it. He just held it up. Just pulled it, just grabbed it, took it back, held it up. Okay. All right. Negligence number one. Outside of, I probably said negligence number two because he brought live ammunition inside the classroom. So, like I said, that's debatable. Negligence right here. All right. Negligence number two. What is rule number two? What is rule number two? Here you go. I'm going to break it down for you, okay? 4 universal rules of safety. 4 universal rules of safety applies to any firearm, no matter what it is. No matter what it is. It can be a tank. It's the same damn thing, okay? Rule number 1, assume all guns are loaded, all right? Assume. But you know what? I tell you, let me break this down here too, man, because I can do this too. Same deal, all right? Let me break this on the screen. Let me see. Will it do it? Oh, man, are you kidding me? Damn hotkey. My hotkey jacked me. Let me go back. Turn that hotkey off. My fault. My mistake. Let me set this. You guys ain't got to look at all this crap, man. But as I said, universal rule number 1: assume all guns are loaded. No matter if it's a real gun or if it's a fake gun. Assume they're all loaded. All right. Rule number 2. Rule number 2. Hold on a sec. Come on, man. That drives me nuts. Where were we? Let me bring this up. About right here. Right here. Let me restart this thing back here about close to it. Rule number 2. Keep your finger off the trigger until your sights are on target and you are prepared to shoot. Simple. Keep your finger off the trigger, you're on target, and you are ready to shoot or prepared to shoot. Either one. But keep your finger off the trigger until your sights are on target. That means until your sights enter into your sight picture, into where you assess and you address the target, and your sights are in your eyes, okay? Keep your finger off the trigger. Every time when those sights leave your eyes and that target, it should be a mechanical movement to move it into the safe position, which is either the frame, the seam of the slide in the frame. Comfortable, it means on top of the slide, high and uncomfortable. That way you know it's in a safe position, because this is really the only safety that you need. I'm gonna do another video too here soon as I get a chance to call up some friends of mine who's got some different guns done. I'm gonna do a comparison between Glock, Springfield, Smith & Wesson, and I'm gonna do a comparison video about how I honestly think and feel seriously that the guns that are coming out, some of them now, it's a while, but with Springfield, Ruger, you know, I'm seeing a pattern, and Taurus is jumping in here. I'm seeing a pattern where they are making these guns so safety conscious with mechanics that they are adding to the firearms. Honestly, in my personal opinion, I think it's starting to become overkill. And I think it's trying to become over because they're trying to make them dummy proof, is what they're trying to do. All right. I get it, but in a way, it's very impractical. So, up again. I got it set back here again. So, I'm not going to pull that up. I can't use a hotkey, man, because that totally just jacked up my hotkey. I got to find out where it's at and shut it off in my PC. But I didn't know it was going to do that and did it something different. Anyway, here, let me
40.
Okay. Right there. Well, back it up. Yeah, we saw that.
50 Cent.
Watch. You know, he never checked that firearm. That's so negligent, man. That is so negligent, dude. And that's just so cocky and arrogant, man. He never checked that firearm at all to make sure that that gun is empty. And I'm going to tell you right now, even with the poor video quality, that don't mess with me. Let me see. Let me show you something. See, I knew it was going to do this. Because I got to figure it out. Right here. Hold on a sec. Let me show you something right here. Right there. There's a chamber. All right. Look right down in there, real tight. You see that nice little shine right in there? Let me see if it'll let me do it. Nope, it won't. I'm going to see if I can draw it right here. Look at this. Right there. That's the bullet right there. See that little dot right there? See it down in the chamber? Even as bad as the video quality is on that there is the bullet right there. That's it. In that magazine. He never looked. Never looked. One time. Never checked it. Never. Entire point of this video. Watch.
Too short. All of them talk about Glock 40. Okay, I'm the only one in this room professional enough that I know of.
You sure about that? 40. And his finger is on the trigger.
I'm the only one.
Fingers on the trigger. Shoots himself in the damn foot.
No, I'm all right. Is everybody all right? You all right?
Dude kept his job.
Nah, that's it. Walk. I got it. Yeah, I had an AD.
No such thing as an AD. ND. You hear what he said, right? Said I had an AD. Partner. You had an ND. Negligent discharge. You were so negligent in handling that firearm and that crowd of people right there. Seriously. We'll back it up just a touch. What did he say?
Yeah, I'm here. Listen up.
Yeah, back up. Back up.
Yeah.
Hold on, man.
I got it. Yeah. I had
ND. You were negligent. Your finger was on the trigger. You never checked that gun to make sure it was clear, make sure it was empty. There was a live round in the magazine. You chambered it, man, and then you had your finger on the trigger. When you pressed it in your holster to put it away, boom, shot yourself in the foot. Negligence. Total negligence.
Yeah, I'm here. Listen up, guys.
Yeah, you damn right you hit.
But listen up. And I made a mistake. So listen to me. Guys, listen to me. Yeah, listen to me. See that how the accident happened? It can happen to you and you can be blown away.
But no accident,
okay?
man. No accident. It was negligence. You should have said, see how negligent you can be. This is what happens. You're negligent. An idiot. Absolute moron. We bring this. I gotta hold on a second here. I've got to I gotta pull this up. Where's it? Let's go track over here. See if anybody else is watching. If you guys didn't see it, I apologize. So let's bring this back, man.
So guys, never play with guns. See how accidents happen? They happen.
See how negligence happens, partner, in an accident? See how negligence happens. Just like that.
Okay, now I'll probably never ever be able to show guns again. But Brian, bring that other gun out, Brian. Brian. Yeah, Robert, see that right there. See that right there. Brian. I think he called it right now. Bring that other gun out. Hey, see this gun right here, guys? Listen. See this gun? Look.
Yeah.
Hey, hold on. It's empty. It's an empty weapon, guys. No, listen.
This video makes me laugh every time, man, when he pulls that out. When he brings that AR out, it's just like everybody's like, dude, he's like, it's empty, it's empty. Like everybody in that class is like, man, screw you, dude. We thought that handgun was empty. We gonna trust you now and think that AR is empty?
Robin. Hey, Robin, just get my stuff.
Yeah. Get my stuff because you're bleeding out over there. Absolute moron, dude. Absolute moron. This dude was, oh my God. I mean, it's classic. It's a classic video. Like I said, if you haven't seen it, here you go. But I think a ton of people have seen this video. I mean, whoever, I got this, and pulled this from somebody else who uploaded it, but I don't know who had the original. I'm sure the original has probably got millions of views on it, but but this is the actual full video. This is like 4 minutes long. So this is a full video. But I remember seeing it years ago. Unbelievable. And the sound of that, man, too, in that room with no acoustic padding or anything else like that.
Years old, younger than you guys.
That's crazy. That's nuts, man. I'm telling you. Unbelievable. The negligence, dude, is just absolutely ridiculous. Absolutely. No excuse whatsoever. So it's, as I said, the steps, man, and just following, that's just one. There are so many, man. So much of it that's just negligence at all. Okay. Just step by step by step. Here's another one too that I talk about with with my students too about this one here. I swear I finally had a chance to slow down and dig this. I remember seeing this years ago too as well. But let me try to get this. Hold on a sec here, because this is gonna be a mess. Come on, don't mess with me.
A 9-year-old
mess with me. It's gonna mess with me. Stop messing with me. Okay. Seriously, stop. But so let me get this up here because I know you guys probably hear it in the background a little bit. Let me set this up. But anyway, as I was talking about here on this one here, here's another one of negligence. Okay. Pure negligence is all. And this is negligence due to clothing, right? I've said this, I've said this class when we talk about this, when you are carrying concealed, whether outside the waistband, inside the waistband, it doesn't matter. Your clothing matters, and it matters big time. You have to be cognizant of what you're wearing at all times. Okay. With as I said, with let me get another better shot here. Let me fade this thing in. Oh, I want my boy in here. Forgot. Where's my other shot at? One. What's it? He ain't here. There we go. It's from my boy Nate. It's for him. But with this one here, I talk about it all the time. I said, everybody, you know, you got to be cognizant of your clothing too. When you start carrying conceal, your clothing is going to change depending on what you wear. Okay. Some of it might change. The thing of anything that you wear that's kind of tight, restrictive, anything close to that around the waist, near the waist, or anything else like that, that's going to have to change. That means jackets, sweatshirts, long shirts, long sleeves, whatever, short sleeves, jerseys. If you guys saw my one video that I did, my one appendix versus strong side, and I stated that, and I said, you know, everybody want to get into wearing either basketball jerseys, football jerseys, hockey jerseys, or something like that. The problem with those jerseys is that the length so damn long on them to where it makes it hampers and hinders, I should say, it hinders your draw quite a bit because you've got so much material, so much of that to move it out of the way and make sure you clear it. That's just taking fractions of a second off your draw, getting to your firearm and then drawing it properly, putting it right on target. I'm putting on the threat. So as I said, with clothing and garment and everything else, it changes. It has to change. You have to be cognizant of this. Here's a police chief, okay, in, what was it, Connerville, California, I think is where it was, I think, something like that. This one here, I know, excuse the music, because I mean, I had to save this here, so it's not on my end here, but this is accidental shooting. It's not accidental, it's negligence. As I said, nothing accidental about this. This is pure negligence. Here. Okay, that was stupid. You know, honestly, I think I got the volume turned off. Yeah, it's turned down. It's turned down enough. You guys might be able to hear it over my mic a little bit, though. Let me turn this volume down on this thing. Go back to it. Yeah, the volume is down on it, so you can't see it, but watch. Not paying attention at all. Why? Right there. What's the difference? Why'd it go off? Not looking. Let's bring that in. Let's zoom this in. And it won't. I won't do that. But I'm going to show you. Why? And yeah, he did shoot himself in the leg. Shot himself right in the thigh. What happened? His jacket had a cinch cord on it with a dongle. Okay? Never moved it out of the way. So I have no idea what that is there. But that was the reason why he shot himself. That's how that happened. Not paying attention. First of all, once again, what's with that trigger finger, man? Where's that trigger finger? Not in a safe position. It's not in a safe position. Not be there. Okay? Where should it be? It should be on the slide, on the frame, or in the seam of the frame and the slide, or high and uncomfortable on the top of the slide. Anytime you handle a firearm, man, But this is what happens when you handle a firearm for so many years. Odds are you're going to have a negligent discharge. Okay. Odds are it's going to happen. Dude, this drives me nuts, man. This drives me nuts. Look at this. There's this finger right there. This is trigger. Let me see. Let's see. 1, 2, 3. Let's run this again. Run this some more. Yep. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. Like I said, trigger. There, you put the barrel, you put the muzzle right to your hand. Okay. Dropping it back in. Trigger finger wasn't on it, but that cinch. That's right. That drawstring and that cinch, that dongle cinch, dropped right between the trigger and the holster. It slipped down in there because he wasn't paying attention. As soon as he pressed it down in there, just enough, man, to activate the trigger. Just enough. Bang. Shoot yourself in the leg. When I teach my classes, hey, look, it's not a race to put the gun away, to reholster your firearm. It's not a race, okay? Take your time, pay attention, look, watch it go in, okay? There's sometimes you guys see me do it on my videos where I don't look at mine. And let me back out of this thing here. Let me back out of this. Fade out of this thing here. You guys see that? It's like I said, in some of my videos, I know there's times where I don't look at all because I know where my holster is when I carry appendix or strong side. I know what it is. Sometimes the reason why I don't look is because I know what I'm wearing. I'm cognizant of my clothing. That way, whenever I put it away, I make sure that my clothing, my shirt, jacket, whatever I'm wearing, I'm extremely cognizant of the clothing that I have on. That's why I know where it's at. That's also where I know I grab it with it clear out of the way and know there's no cinch, no drawstring, no nothing. It's right there because I know what I'm wearing. Put my gun away. If you don't pay attention to that, you wind up with issues like that. Okay. I tell my students, if you got jackets like that, and I have a jacket that has a cinch cord with a dongle. But the difference is it's not on the side. If I remember right, I think my one coat I have it's right up front, and I carry appendix though. But the thing is my drawstring is not pulled, it's not cinched tight at all. It's extremely loose, so it's stretched out, it's maxed out. So it's tucked right underneath the waistband there, and it doesn't dangle at all. Plus, on top of that, when I grab it, and want to reholster, I can grab my entire jacket, and I feel that dongle in my hand. So when I'm clearing it out of the way, putting my gun away back there, I can feel everything about my clothing, and that's the only thing that's up there. It's just that. So, but as I said, it's just accidental and negligence. It doesn't exist, man. It just doesn't. I'm sorry. You can try saying whichever way you want, but it's just not. Just like I said, I say it all the time. It doesn't exist. Accidental discharge does not exist. So anytime somebody say I had accidental, no, man, you was completely negligent in everything you did. That dude shot himself in the foot. He was negligent in so many points, man. I counted them off. Just rattle them off. 1, 2, 3, 4, bang. Man, you shoot long enough and you get lazy on your safety, guaranteed you will have a negligent discharge. I've been shooting for years and I had one because I got just a little bit lazy on my safety, just a little bit, and that's when it happened. Boom. Thank God nobody got hurt or injured or anything else like that, but it happened to me. And as I said, I've been shooting since I was 5 or 6 years old. So that includes 22s, BB guns, shotguns, everything else. Never had until a while ago. I think it was back in 2009. First one I ever had. So, but it happens. The odds are the more you shoot, the more it's going to happen. You just, like I said, you got to be on point with your safety, man. You have to. And you treat every firearm, like I said, you follow the 4 universal rules of safety. I said 1 and 2. The first one, assume all guns are loaded. Universal rule of safety number 2, trigger until your sights are on target and you're prepared to shoot. Universal rule number 3, know your target and beyond. Okay, know your target and beyond that. That means what's behind it, what's to the left of it, to the right, above it, below it. Okay, know everything around the target, your target and beyond it, everything else around it. Understand, see what you see, understand what you see. Okay, universal rule of safety number 4, never muzzle anything you are not willing to destroy. Okay, never muzzle. That means the end of that barrel on a firearm is called a muzzle. That means never muzzle, point that barrel at anything that you are not willing to destroy, because what comes out of it is a bullet, and that bullet will destroy whatever it's aimed at. Okay, no matter what it is, it's going to cause damage. So never muzzle anything you are not willing to destroy. Never muzzle, never point the end of that barrel at anything that is not in a safe zone, safe area. So simple. But as I said, this happens all day, every day. All day, every day. Negligent discharges happen a lot. You know what? I think I'm gonna have to do dig down a wormhole of stats and find out exactly how many, on average, negligent discharges of firearms happen per day. Because I'm sure it's a lot, quite a few. These are just some here, just some videos that make it here on YouTube or where. But yeah, this is something, man, that people need to see, need to understand. I can't, as I said, I can't stress it enough. I can't stress it enough. The simple fact of people, be safe with your firearms, please, please, please. Because stupid crap like this DA officer here who shot himself years ago, stupid crap like that, man, politicians use that for fuel. Gun grabbing politicians use it for fuel. We know this because this is the stuff that they'll exploit. Media too. From the media will run with it, man, with their agenda, of course, and then the politicians just jump on board with it as well and just use that for fuel all day, every day, talking about crap like this. The same deal with the 9-year-old girl. Look how the media went to a frenzy over this deal, you know, when this girl accidentally shot the instructor that was teaching her how to shoot an Uzi. But the thing is she didn't accidentally shoot him. You know, it was negligence, complete negligence on how he handled this entire thing. Okay. You know what? I got it right here. I'm gonna pull this thing up because it was a story. All right. CNN ran a story, and as much as I don't like CNN, okay, they did run this story where I did see it. And let me bring this up. Bring the audio in on this here, see what they talk about.
A 9-year-old accidentally hit her shooting instructor Monday with an Uzi submachine gun.
Now,
sheriff's officials just announced there will be no charges. Okay, no charges here. We're showing you this video at the gun range just to help you understand what happened. You see the instructor here giving this little girl.
First of all, what was negligent? Okay. Even putting the gun right now in semi-auto mode, okay? Because right now it's in semi-auto mode, so that means it's one shot. Okay, it's a selector on this. It goes from semi-auto to full auto. He's got it set in semi-auto mode right now. First of all, what was negligence right here? What was negligence? First of all, where's his hand? That's one, okay? That's one negligent. Oh my God, dude. This is going to be a pain in the ass. I got to turn this damn thing off every single time. It's got my high key on that. Oh my God, it's a pain in the butt. Let me X this off. Damn, hotkeys. I swear to God, I think I'm going to have to turn it off every single time when I fire this thing up. I need to disable it, totally disable it. Make sure it doesn't override. But first of all, his hand is on the bottom of the magazine. Mistake. But before you even get to that mistake, here's the actual mistake. Him standing directly off to her side right here. Okay. Absolute mistake. Okay, for a young girl right here shooting this gun for the first time ever, you should not be standing directly beside this girl at all. Okay, you should be behind her, helping her control this firearm. All right, you should be back here. She's never fired this gun before ever. So you should be behind her and assisting her in a safe position, which is behind her firearm, not holding, not cupping the magazine. Okay, because he's cupping the magazine underneath. It's not there.
Lesson. The little girl, by the way, lives in New Jersey.
Now he puts it in full auto.
Okay, turn your this leg forward.
Put it in full auto.
Just like that. Center mass on the target. All right, go ahead and give me one shot.
Semi-auto mode, I think. Yep, that's semi-auto. Now he hits the selector, puts it in full auto. Where's his hand at? Where is he standing? This girl is 9 years old. She's never fired this gun before. You know, recoil right out. It's good because she doesn't understand the recoil. She just shot one shot, and that's just one kick, one minor kick of recoil. Full auto, total different deal, totally different. Okay. So why is he still standing to her side, not paying attention to what's going on? Total negligence.
So the
Yeah, I don't even think they didn't show it. Because this one here, that's them jaw-jacking about it. Oh, at least then, I saw a video before where before they edited it all out and everything like that. And yeah, it recoiled. It recoiled right off her shoulder, recoiled right off to her left, right here, because his hand actually was still cupping the magazine when he put it in full auto. Okay. And when she fired him to fire, recoiled, boom, right to the left where he was standing to her side. Boom. Got him. Okay. Negligence, man. Negligence cost him his life. And it's sad. It's sad because as an instructor, and like I said, if he's an instructor, former military or something like that, even former military really doesn't classify you as an instructor. All right. As much as I love military and law enforcement, that's another misnomer right there. Just saying it's like, okay, because he's in the military, he should know what he's doing with a firearm. It's like, yeah, well, I've worked with some people in the military myself here and actually had to ask him what the hell he did in the military. I'm gonna find out that they really didn't handle a firearm on a daily basis at all. They only qualified when they had to, and that's it. It's the only time they actually saw a firearm. Okay, so. And some of the safety procedures, man, seriously, be questioned with some. So, but like I said, some of it's ego too. So, but needless to say, hey, negligence still, no matter what, man, it's still. That it needs to be addressed. People need to pay more attention about this, guys. So, anyway, there's a couple things I just want to bring up tonight. Hope you guys like my show. Like I said, it's just something here. It's just been on my mind for quite some time, for years. And it's just like, you know what? I never really actually talked about this. So, bringing some things up. And for some odd reason, I have no idea what about a week or so ago, a couple weeks ago, that video of the DA officers crossed my mind for some odd reason. I said, you know what? I think I'm going to talk about that. I'm going to bring this up in my class. And just real quick, just explain the fact of there is no such thing as accidental discharges, man. It's always negligence. Always negligence. Always. No matter what you say, how you can turn it, steer it, or whatever, still negligence. Somewhere there was negligence involved with that firearm discharge. Okay. So it's nothing accidental. I could lay a gun loaded, put it on a table. It can stay there for the next 100 years and it'll never discharge. It'll never fire. Okay. Unless something trips that trigger in order for it to fire. It's the only way. Okay. So sorry. No such thing as accidental. It's always negligent. Guys, if you like the video, man, like my live show, guys, tune in every Sunday, 7 o'clock. I know I'm running late tonight because I said today was hectic. I had a lot going on early, so I tried to hurry up and get in here and get things set up for this. As I said, I was out in the field earlier today, so I had to finish up out there and then race home and try to get this thing ready to go. So if you guys got anything, leave it in the comments below, as far as anything you want me to talk about, anything. I got other stuff, topics coming up here. I've got another topic here as pertaining to what I'm doing as far as another channel. It's not necessarily a channel. It's just I'm crossing my parts of my channel, or certain should say. I'm going to create a playlist that you guys can check out where it's going to be crossed with another channel of what I do as a hobby when I get a chance to. And that's as far as the gaming thing. You know, I'm never want to go into thanks Justin for watching, man. I appreciate it. I never really want to go into a gaming channel, but I always, actually at one point I said I'm gonna create a playlist to where I talk about some things as far as what I play, as far as Call of Duty. I've been a Call of Duty dude. Hold on a sec. Oh my God, allergies, man. God, weather's breaking now after it stopped raining and start drying out. Now here comes the pollen, right? As I said, I'm a gamer. I'm a closet gamer. You know, since I was a little kid, and it's just one of my hobbies that's just always been back there in the back. You know, so as I said, I play Call of Duty. I'm not the type of guy to blaze around a map or anything else like that. You know, I use my style. It's more tactical gameplay style, what I do. So, you know, I know it drives people. So, well, you can't. Shut up, man. Guys, it's fun. You guys tune in. I'll post something about it here in the community tab here on my page. So, you guys can check it out. When I get a chance, you get a notification. It's for Adults Gaming TM. That's the channel. Okay. Go and subscribe to that channel, and then look for me when I post live, because I'm gonna be posting live content from that, just gaming content if you're interested in it. I'm gonna be posting live broadcasting content on that channel right there. As I said, it'll be a over to tactical POV. So it's something that I'm working it out and setting it up. And just listen to an old man sit here, have fun talking crap to a bunch of young kids, man, while I'm beating them. It's funny. It's so funny. There's nights, man. There's some nights. There's some epic, like, viral stuff, dude. We sit there just dogging these young kids, man. I was like, come on, man. You know, you gotta let an old man beat you. Yeah. So it's fun though. It's all in good fun though. Really, not trying to hurt any feelings or step on any toes or anything else. It's just all in good fun, man. It's just gaming. So, but check me out over there. Like I said, subscribe to It's Adults Gaming TM, and you'll see. It's a brand new channel. My boy Zach, he's just started. He's growing his channel really, really good on Facebook. He's really getting some growth and some steam going on Facebook. Is over there. It's AG Live. I'm gonna get a chance to at some point I'm gonna post over there live whenever I do any kind of gaming. I'll still talk, you know, gun stuff, actually tactical POV stuff like that. You know, it'll still be centered around a lot of that stuff. But it's like I said, it's just an old man. It's just having fun, just kind of playing around a little bit. And that's about it on this side of it, though. Everything else here on tactical POV, obviously my videos, what I do here, talking here, it's all fun and business like that. And then it's just the other side of me on the gaming side that people don't understand or probably didn't know. Okay, so check me out over there. It's fun. And look me up. Come back here again. I'll try to be on time next Sunday. I apologize for being late tonight. And look for me here. Sunday, 7 o'clock, my Tactical POV show. I'm still working on this thing, trying to get better at it, guys. So, but thanks a lot for watching. I appreciate it so much. I will next week. And always, as I said, remember, you are responsible for your own safety.